Welcome back, everybody. And if you're new here, I'm Kathy Arbor, and today is Watercolor Tuesday. So every Tuesday we do watercolor. Could be just practice, could be something uh, that I've drawn, or garden, or drawing, that type of thing. And then Thursdays, I am into the mixed media. So that could be acrylics, pastels, drawing, charcoal, mixed media, color pencil, whatever. Hey, Lena, how are you? Is your Tour de France all finished now? Are you back on a routine? So today I thought I would play with color. I know a lot of you, especially beginners in watercolor, uh, you wonder how you should go about learning about watercolor. And one of the good things to do is play with your color that you have in your palette and see what other colors you can make. Hey, Brenda, good to see you. Yes, now I have to go on TV rehab. It's funny. Yeah, it's kind of a letdown though when you're really excited about something you're watching on TV and then it ends. You almost go into depression. It's kind of like when you go on a vacation and you come home and you kind of go, oh, I'm back home. So this is what we did last Tuesday, and I did add a little to it. So I did put some lettering in there and what the flowers were. I just put those in with some black pen. But other than that, that's pretty well all I did to that one. So I thought we could play with some color. So it's important when you're getting into watercolor or any painting medium to know your color wheel. Now, I'm not going to bore you to death about the color wheel. I know a lot of people kind of roll their eyes, and it is boring, but it's not that boring when you start playing with your palette. So, I have a mixed palette of different types and brands of paint here. Some are Winsor Newton, some are Da Vinci, some are M. Graham. I have Daniel Smith, Core by Golden, Holbein. I think that's about it in this one. And I don't typically buy a whole set. I may have a few colors that I really am looking for, so I'll go on the internet or I'll buy the dot cards. When you go into some art stores, a lot of times they have dot cards that you can buy of a particular brand, and that way you can play with those little bits of paint on those cards and add water to them. See what colors you're looking for. Because a lot of times it's very hard to see on the internet, or your screen might be a little bit different. And if you're really particular in the color that you want, then you kind of have to get a dot card or see some kind of card that they have in the stores. But you don't have to get every color because you can make your own colors and it's a whole lot cheaper. I'm still working on my blanket flowers. Awesome. Well, just enjoy it. It's all about enjoying the process. Hi, Anne. Good to see you. Jilly, good to see you. So I thought, well, I haven't really done a whole lot of swatching. And I know you can swatch all your paints like I did here. So this is a swatch card that I did, and I just put it on watercolor, and then I laminated it so it stays clean when I close this. Um, I'm thinking up a way of making a bunch of swatches. I have a whole bunch of other paints here. And sometimes I change them out, so I don't want to have to do a whole other swatch when I'm just changing one out. So I think I'm going to probably eventually just do all the swatches, but have a little space between and then laminate them all. And then I could get, those sticky dots and then just stick them over top. And that way I don't have to change them all out. Because we're not moving this at all, like taking in and out. So I think that's what I'm probably going to do. So if you guys have any ideas on how you would go about making something that you don't have to do all of the swatches over again, let me know. So I thought, well, let's see. If I was a beginner, what colors would I get? So typically you want your primaries first. So I'm going to show you what colors you get by using certain primaries, because not all of them will give you the same uh, secondary colors. So your orange, yellow, orange, blue, greens, violets, that type of thing. They will be different depending on the blues that you're using. So I thought it'd be kind of fun just to try out some. So I have here Winsor and Newton green, and I have Winsor Newton yellow. Although, no, skip that. We're not going to do the green. We're going to go into Winsor Newton cobalt blue. And we're going to mix those two together. So the cobalt blue and the Winsor Newton yellow, Winsor yellow. And we'll see what kind of green we get. So cobalt first, and I'm going to mix it on my palette here. So there's the nice cobalt blue. And then I did spray these before I came on, so they were nice and I got a flower bit in here. Well, that's no surprise. We did I'm going to put it down here. Now, if you want, you can list each of your colors separately. So you could put the blue here first, just a dab. Make sure it's fairly saturated. And then your blue or yellow right there. It's a nice bright yellow. And then you can label them. Now, when we mix the two, so I'm just going to mix them like that, you will get this color. So a really nice green. It's kind of a grayed down green though. But it is a nice green for flowers, that type of thing. All right, so if I were to take that yellow, the same yellow, and add a different blue. So what if I added French ultramarine blue by Winsor & Newton? So I'm going to put a dab of that in here. And I get some more You have that same yellow. So that's the Windsor yellow on the bottom here. And I'm going to mix it. And I'm going to put it right here. So we get a little bit more of a brighter green. So let me put that ultramarine right here. On a fairly so I'm going to list right here. So this one was cobalt. And this was Windsor. Windsor yellow. And then this one was French alt blue. So this one and this one, and then this one and this one. Okay. So if I were to take blue, this ultramarine blue, with a different yellow, say I have Hensa yellow here by Core. So let's try that. And then the Hensa yellow. Oh, did I freeze? Almost looked like I did. Let's see what we get. Is it the same? So I'm just going to put right here. It's almost the same. It's a little bit different. And let's just put a little mark here. And that was Hensa. So this one and this one. Now you can go and put cobalt with Hensa and see what you get. You can put Windsor with Hensa, see what you get. They might have a slightly different, and then you're also mixing, maybe you want less blue with it. Let's try the cobalt with the Hensa. So we have cobalt. And this is a good way of learning how to mix for certain colors. So you don't want to have to go and buy out every single color there is, just to have a slight variation of color. So this one is cobalt. And they are slightly different. Not by a lot, but this is so we have that and then this. All right. So a little bit different. So this one and this one made that. This one and this one made that. Let's see what other combos. This one and this one and this one. This one and this one. Okay. Okay, so let's try. So they are just a slight difference. So let's change up. We'll use the same yellows, but now we're going to change a little bit more of a different blue. So if we go into uh, just looking on my list here, let's go into indigo. Why not? See what we get. So this is Indigo by Daniel Smith. Let me clean this off first. So I don't want to mix up the colors. Okay, nice, beautiful color, very intense. And then let's put the Windsor yellow with that. So we'll probably only have a bit of the blue mixed with this because it is such a powerful color. So I'm just going to put a little bit. And we'll put it over here. Not too much difference, but that was a little bit of the blue, the indigo. Now if we mix more of it, maybe get a nice darker green. So let's put a little bit of the darker. Okay. So and yellow. I'll put the hens of yellow in there just so we can keep this the same as what we've been doing. Okay. And that was no, that was Winsor Newton. Windsor yellow. So this and this make that. And then plus I'll just put more blue. Like that. So you can do that with all of these if you wanted to. So you could take this color and add a little bit more cobalt and see what color you'd get. And just keep doing that right across the whole page if you wanted to. Or you could try more of the yellow. It's up to you. So let's now go into, what other colors could I mix this with? I have some greens in here. Don't have any more blues. Well, let's go into the yellow and reds. So yellow and red will make orange. So I'll continue on this page here. So we'll continue with the Henza yellow, or Windsor yellow, sorry. I'll put it right here. And I have Pyral, oh no, let's do Quin Red. So Quin Red is almost a pinky color. It's a quinacridone color. It's a little brighter than your typical red. So we mix the two. We'll get this color here. Very pretty. Try a Quin Gold, Kathy, if you have it. Quin Gold. I had yellow ochre, Indian yellow. I don't have the Quin Gold here. But yeah, try them. See what you can make of them. So if I were to add more, I'm going to put more yellow on my palette here. And that magenta again. But I'm going to add more of the magenta in there. Let's see what we get. So it's a little bit on the orangey side, but not quite. And you could add even more if you wanted to, but you're just going to get back into this color here. Okay. Okay, so let's try the Henza yellow. And the same color. So let's go the Quin Red with Henza yellow. So Henza, well, we don't need that one then. So let's put it on the bottom here. Mix them together. And we get this color. It's a little bit of a different orange color. A little more on the yellow side, I guess. So if we add the red to that, a little more red, we get that beautiful color. So this is, I'm just going to put Henza yellow, and this one was Windsor yellow. And that one was Quin Red. So that, and that, and that, and that. So let's try, I have Indian yellow. Let's try some of that on my palette. So the idea is to play with what you have in your palette. See what colors you can make. So if I add Quin to that, the Quin Red, I will get this. Almost a rust color. Very nice. So that was Indian yellow, and the quin red. Uh, so if I add a little bit more of that red with this, maybe a little bit more. A little bit different. Depends how much you want to add to it. So quin red and, okay, let's go into yellow ochre. So a yellow ochre. It's a bit of an opaque color. So let's put some yellow ochre over here. And some quin red with that. And we get almost a skin tone. So if you add a little bit more of the quin to that, it's nice. Now if you added a yellow to that, then you could, this is yellow. Let's put a little yellow in, or ochre into that mix now. See what we get. So I'm just going to put it over here. Okay. Let's see, what other colors? Red and purple. So I have a red and blue. So let's go back to the French ultramarine. And we'll use the quin red. Wipe this. So the quin red and the ultramarine. And we'll get a lovely purple. Now if we do cobalt, just going to put it on the bottom here. There's not a whole lot of difference in the cobalt and the ultramarine, but there is slightly. So let's do the quin red again with a little bit of that cobalt. What is it, the same or not? Very, very similar. Not much difference. Okay. So this is alt blue, and this is cobalt. Okay. Over here, I think I'm going to try alizarin crimson. So I'm just going to put it here. Looks very similar. Sometimes they are so similar, like to that red, quin red. And mixed with Indian yellow. What do we get? We almost get the Indian yellow color, very similar. A little bit on the orange side. So that was, got to write these down. How do you spell Liz? L-I-Z, red, and Indian yellow. That's what we get from that. Okay. So just play. And then you can go back in and fix any lines up. Like what I'll do is I'll put an arrow so I know which way they're going. Now, another awesome thing to do is try to color match some color combinations that you see, say, in a magazine, on a piece of paper, like scrapbook paper. If you're seeing something you really love the color of, try to match those colors. I think it's in here. We did some. Yeah. So this was a color study of a peony. It was the Coral Dawn peony that I had on my table. So we color matched the different hues from the lightest, because of highlights on it, to the shadow colors and the leaf colors also. And then what I did is I put in what combinations of paint made these colors. So you can do that too. That's a lot of fun. And there's actually a lady. Where did I put that book? Just hold. It should be out here somewhere, because I was playing with it. Is that it? Yeah. If you're a gardener, you'll appreciate this book. It's for gardening and for artists, so perfect match for me. And that's this color. Color in and out of the garden. And what she's done is she has picked flowers from her garden and color matched them, what she's seeing. And I just love this. And then she takes a picture of it. So what a great way of, even if you don't have a garden to pick stuff, there's always, go to a park, pick weeds or leaves on a tree, or if you get a bouquet of flowers, try it. This is such a beautiful book, um, and it's also a great book to read, because with each flower or thing that she's done. She also writes about it in a way, or talks about this is an annual, and she puts the zoning and all this stuff in it. It's a beautiful book, and you could do this in your garden journal, or your nature garden journal, or whatever, or just a typical watercolor book. Like, here's strawberries that she's done, rhubarb. So it doesn't have to be just flowers. It could be whatever. Tomatoes. There's fall leaves. But it's a fantastic way of learning color. And if you're at all interested in gardening or nature, what a fantastic way of playing with it. So you could actually take a picture of your leaf and then put it over top of your swatch. I love this book. I think it's so beautiful. It's eye candy. But I love the fact of her trying to match the colors. Because you can't go wrong with the combinations, right? It's nature. So how beautiful is that? And then you don't even have to put the flower back on. You could have it, she's got begonia here. You could have it as a swatch card for future combinations of colors. Kind of like that color cube that everybody's talking about. Now, mind you, there's uh, not a lot of colors in these, but I think it's a great way to start. Um, she's even got rocks, different grays. It's adding different. I just think it's a fantastic way of playing with color in a nature uh, way. Beautiful shell colors. And you learn how to mix with these beautiful colors by trying to match the flower or whatever it is you're trying to match it with. And it could be a piece of clothing. It could be a pattern on a piece of clothing. A lavender. So, this particular lady, she does all nature, but like I said, it could be a jar. Maybe it's a vase with a certain pattern on it that you love the combination. Hey, Kim, good to see you. So I just think this is such a beautiful way of learning color. So in the morning, you could go out into on your walk or whatever it is, and pick something. And that's what you do for that day or that morning. You make your swatch. Now it looks like she does 9 uh, colors. So like I said, you don't have to keep that color, but you could, if you wanted to, you could take a picture like what she's done and then print it out. Um, why not? I think it's such a beautiful way of learning. So try that. I think it's an awesome way to learn color. So if you're more into magazines or prints off of fabric or a dress, maybe the color of a dress that you have, or a pillow, or doesn't have to be plants. It could be whatever you want. Try matching the colors and make your swatches. And then on the back, what I would do is on the back of this, I would list the colors you used. So it's almost like one of those color cubes, but you're doing it in your own way. You're finding what attracts you and making your color swatches that way. And then at the end of, say, do it for a month, every day for a month. And you'll have 30 cards to choose from. And then you can play with those colors for future painting sessions. So you don't have to just use that color for that particular flower, say. It could be for abstract painting, but there you've got your color combinations. But I think it's such a beautiful way of learning color. I thought I'd show you that. So have any of you seen, she's on Instagram too, Lauren Edwards Faulkner. That's her name right there. So first, get used to your colors by taking your basic primary colors, so that's blue, yellow, and red, and play with them. You may have different yellows and different reds and different blues. Play with all three color combinations and then see what you can get. Hi, Anne. Good to see you. So has anyone else got some ideas for me to try or something? Any questions? There's the attempt, but I actually drew the peony, but these were the colors that I saw in the peony. Now I did 10, but you don't have to. You could do as many as or as little as you want. I think it is a great idea to photograph the actual object that you're trying to get the color combinations off and keep it with it. But you don't have to have it on top. You could just photocopy it on the next page or something and have it there. But I think it's a great idea. Same with maybe you could did a jelly print. Put the colors you used, and that way you can go back to it. So I just thought I would just do that. It's very small stream, but I think it's important. So if you want to follow along with me, I'm going to be doing more. And I think I've been tinkering around with a combination of a color combination and prompt list. So you can, but it's going to be in a composition book, and the composition book's going to be cut pages in a particular order so that you can flip instead of having to draw from a whole page. It'll be different flips. So if you guys would be interested in seeing me do that, let me know. So it's like a prompt book, but also a color combinations. Just haven't quite figured out how to put it all together, but I'm working on it. So is there anything else you would like me to show you? Like, what do you guys want to learn? More drawing? Sounds fun. Yeah, I thought it would be fun. Oh, see, oh well, turned the page when I shouldn't have. It's a sketchbook, that's what happens, but it's fun. Swatches. Now these would turn out to be quite nice as far as skin tones. That's another thing we could do is skin tones. Oh yeah, I was going to show for this is a new paper I bought. I haven't tried it yet, but I saw another artist using it, and she says it's really good, and it's fairly inexpensive. Got it on Amazon, and you got 2 packs for, oh, what was it? 2 packs for 25 or something like that. So I thought that was a pretty, and these are 9 by 12. So what I'm going to be doing is this little fairy. So this is what I've drawn out. I haven't printed it off yet, but it's just on vellum. And it's going to be my little fairy that I'm going to be doing on the membership. So if you're interested in that, that'll be for level 2 and level 3. And I'll be doing a live session, and that'll be tomorrow. I believe probably in the evening. Gotta wait till my puppies are sleeping, because this might take a little while to do. But I'll have a printout for this one. So if you're interested, you can check out the join down below. And there's also Patreon. It's the same as what's here. All right, so I will let you guys go. This was a short one this time, but I thought I didn't want to not come on, so I thought we could do some of this and give you some ideas on how to practice your colors. So I will let you guys go, and I will see you on Thursday at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and we'll be playing with those printouts, or not printouts, the printed eco prints that we did. I haven't put them online yet because my printer's kind of acting up on me, but I'll try and get that done today and list them in the memberships here on YouTube and Patreon for you to download. And then we'll play with them on Thursday and see what we can make with them. All right, so hope to see you then, and you have a fantastic creative day. Bye for now.